Well, here we are. Training camp number 42 for you. It seems like it, though, doesn't it?
It does, man. Time flies. Time flies when you're having fun. So, I've been out here a while. I kind of forget about my Atlanta days, man. Sometimes I just, think I've only played 9 years. I'm going to my 9th year with the Redskins, so I forget about those other 4 in Atlanta. So, yeah, 13, man. It's been fun though.
And now you're moving to a new position, safety. And how daunting is that?
It's a daunting task, but it was a change I feel like I needed to rejuvenate myself. It's a position that I've always wanted to play, and it's a playmaking position. I think our coaches, when they told me that, not only could I move to safety to help this team, but they felt like I could move to safety and actually be a heck of a safety, a Pro Bowl caliber safety. And so, hearing them say that meant a lot, because I know our coaches have been a lot of football players, especially my DB coach, Perry Fuel. He actually helped transition Aeneas Williams from corner to safety, and where it got him, a gold jacket in the Hall of Fame. And so, that's the ultimate goal, man, is to win Super Bowls and make it to the Hall of Fame.
So what is the biggest transition that the fan would see when a player plays corner for so long and then becomes safety? What is the biggest adjustment and the biggest thing that we'll see on the field?
I think probably the biggest thing they'll see in me is just the physicality. I think I tried to show a little bit of that last year, where guys were a little shocked that, wow, man, D. Hall's really hitting. He's really into this. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this to prolong my career or make it to 15 or 13 or 14. I'm doing this because I feel like I can be great at it. And so, for me, it was about showing guys. I mean, obviously they know I can cover. And instead of covering receivers, I'm covering tight ends now. So it's not about covering. It's more so about, showing my physicality, showing my range that I can get from sideline to sideline, make plays on the ball. And it's about trying to put fear in those quarterback eyes. When they see me out there at safety, they know I'm a guy who used to play corner and has 43 picks. And so, hopefully they'll think twice about throwing it. If not, we'll try to make them pay for it.
How much of a help is having Josh Norman going to provide?
Man, tremendous amount of help. It helped me move simply carefree. I didn't feel like, man, I'm leaving a hole out here, for us. For us to be able to get him, it not only allowed me to move, it allowed another one of our corners to move to safety. It allows our defense to, to really let their hair down and call plays, and our coordinator can feel confident that we have the guys on the outside that can hold up no matter what happens. And me being a former corner, I obviously always know where the pressure situation is in each call, and so I'll always be able to kind of put my finger on the pulse of that situation and help assess it and help make plays.
Last year you won the NFC East championship. I'm not sure that there were a whole lot of us, except for you, last training camp, that thought that was going to happen, especially when you switch quarterbacks right off the top.
Yeah.
You're playing on the defending champion team now. You quarterbacks had a year. You got a couple of free agents. It looks like you got a heck of a group of receivers for Kirk to throw to. I mean, how good is this team?
I mean, we can be as good as we want to be. I know it's kind of cliche-ish, but, we can be as good as we want to be. As long as we keep working and keep grinding, which these guys have done from day one, we got a chance to be great. This is probably the first time in a long time that I've come into a season and felt like, I could be playing on Super Bowl Sunday. And so, it's kind of hard to go from the hunter to the hunted. And that's essentially what we're doing now, going from the bottom where nobody's, kind of talking about us or thinking about us to the defending champs or trying to be the defending champs. But you just got to be that much better. When a hunter's out there chasing a deer, that deer has to be crafty enough to get away. And so, for us, it's kind of going from the hunter to the hunted. And, we just got to be that much better. And that's what we're trying to do. Every practice is just get that much better every day.
Is there a whole different mindset in this organization now, because you've been here for a long time with Scott coming in? There doesn't seem to be a lot of dissension. There doesn't seem to be any ruckus in the locker room, and how the media blows everything out of proportion.
Yeah, and along with that, it's more just football. You know, it was more outside influences than us in the locker room actually caring or talking about it. We weren't talking about RG and Kurt or this or that or Haynesworth. You know, we were focused on trying to play football. It was people coming in asking questions about this and that and this and that. They kind of kept it in the news. So for us, it was always about football. But it's nice to go in the locker room and not have to worry about the questions about, hey, RG, who's going to be the quarterback? Or, hey, Kurt, is there any feuding between you and RG? You know, it's nice to just worry about football, X's and O's, and who you're playing that week. And, you know, we had a full season of being able to do that last year, and, you know, it felt good. You know, it definitely took a lot of pressure off of guys, and we just went out there and had fun. Yeah, I mean, I've always felt like it was a well-structured team. I've always felt like we took criticism, sometimes unwarranted, but, you know, it's the nature of the business. You know, you're going to always have people, you know, critiquing what you do in this profession. And so, you know, for us, you know, we've had nothing but confidence in our front office guys. We have confidence in our front office guys now, and you know, it takes time. It takes time to get something right, like wine. And so, you know, we feel like, you know, we put the time in, and guys have kind of cultivated their skills and their mindsets, and you know, the organization kind of has a plan, and we're sticking with that plan, and, you know, I feel like we'll reap the rewards.
What about the little Fuller kid? That's kind of fun having a Hokie out here, huh?
Absolutely.
You been give him a hard time?
Nah, not at all. Not at all. I played with his older brother at Tech, and so, you know, to have him, I followed him since he was in middle school. And so, you know, to have him out here on the field, you know, obviously I was disappointed when he got hurt last year. I was at that Old State game, actually, when he suffered the injury. And, you know, everything happens for a reason. And, you know, for him to be able to fall to us, because, I mean, he was a first rounder without a doubt. And, you know, I don't think we would have spent the first round pick on a corner. And so for us to be able to have that luxury to grab him, and he's finally getting healthy now and still has that same skill set that he had, you know, he's a joy to be around. He's a heck of a football player. And, you know, he's one of the smartest guys I've been around.